Since I'm already in a video mood, like, hey, let's talk about the NFL draft. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! The Jets got 3 picks. They were really good. Um, the the thing that I took from the draft the most was really the amount of preparation that went in for because we've never seen like cornerbacks go 3-4 before, right? Two cornerbacks top five has never happened. Um, Defensive players with the first pick six, right? Six, 5 or 6 picks in the draft. Never happened. One quarterback taken in 3 rounds. Two, right? Because Ritter went in the third round to Atlanta. Who wants to go to Atlanta? Do you really want to see them win? Like they're 28-3. It's stupid. But I think the Ravens had a great draft. They got value more than anything. They were able to get players that shouldn't have selected at all, right? And they were able to get them. It's a testament to how they work. Um, I know Ozzie Newsome. I've met him quite a bit, and I picked his brain a little bit, and he was excellent. Eric DaCosta, he was working underneath Ozzie when I met Ozzie, and I know that he's great too. I think the New Orleans Saints did a really good job. Um, they only had 5 picks, but the picks that they made were with a purpose. They needed Chris Olave. They needed a second wide receiver who can actually stretch the field. This should remind a lot of Saints fans as the Devery Henderson pick in 2007, but hopefully he'll be a little bit stronger than that and be like a 1,000-yard receiver. Um, they picked up the replacement for Teron Arstead, and you know that he's been our left tackle for a long time. Um, it was quite a good draft for us. I think the Colts did really well as well. Um, the 49ers were kind of underrated a little bit. They didn't even get rid of either one of their quarterbacks, but they were still able to get good players. There's some teams that really, really like showed up. The Giants are another team that came up. Um, I think Thibodeau. I live in Los Angeles, so I'm a USC guy, so I've seen him for a while. He is good. Um, the thing is, he needs to be more consistent, but he is a very good player. So I think the Giants really came up with that, and everything else that they did was kind of great. Um, I'm just wondering though, the Buccaneers also did very well. They got Tom Brady back, so it kind of relaxed their board a little bit. I think they got some really good players. They got a replacement for Ronald Jones. They got some tight ends in case Gronk doesn't want to come back. It was like it was a draft that it seemed like everybody was ready to fill the needs that they needed to because it was too expensive to go out there and try to hire some people. And I understand that, the economy outside is really bad. So, why wouldn't that affect our sports, right? So it affects us. Um, so I was really impressed with a lot of teams' strategies where they were really looking to fill the needs that they needed first, right? It was different than other years where most teams would just like, oh, I'll pick the best guy, and then they bust out, right? It happens like that. But this year it felt different. It was like we have a purpose. Sorry, picking up my beer here. But I understand, like it when you want to make it and you want to win, you also don't want to spend too much. You want to be the opposite of what Chelsea did last year. I know I'm bringing up soccer a lot lately. I mean, you can't blame me. I'm still European champion, right? Right? You could see the ring on my fucking finger. I'm like flicking you off with it, right? But it just Chelsea really spent a lot. So what teams in America do is they try to spend as least as possible to try to be as successful as they can be because that's just the American way. Just be efficient and try to cut corners a little bit. Like I'm not kidding. Wow, that's how it went, huh? All right, don't worry about that. But I still, the Packers also had a good draft. The Packers got two guys from Georgia, national champions. Great defense. So they picked up, especially the linebacker, the pass rusher. I think he's gonna be really good. And then they picked up a wide receiver in the second round. Um, that's their mo. They try to get the best athletes that they can get in the first round because they don't have the ability to go out there and sign free agents. Usually they try not to do that, because they know they're a publicly operated team, so that means their budget is smaller than everybody else's, but somehow the Packers are always one of the best teams, right? And they're trying to get Aaron Rodgers to conjure up a second title. And dude, like, I think you could do it, but you can't fail. It's like it's with the Packers. It's like your margin for error is this. It's like razor thin. Um, I think they could do it though. As far as the quarterbacks, I mean, I think Malik Willis going to Tennessee was really, really good. Because Ryan Tannehill is similar, but I think Willis has a lot more athleticism. Maybe the same kind of arm though. We're gonna see what happens there. They traded AJ Brown to the Philadelphia Eagles, who should be ecstatic. My friend's a big Eagles fan. What's up, Brad? And he was happy. He was just like, wow, they actually went out there and got one of the best players in the world right now. So he's happy as hell. And he is, like, when he was healthy last year, he showed you that he was the same as he was before. So I think Eagles fans should be happy with that. But Tennessee, that's a big deal. And then, taking the receiver from Alabama like that, um, that's big balls. That's big balls, man. But, ever since Mike Vrabel took over, damn. But yeah, ever since Mike Vrabel took over, that there was, they had something different there. You knew that. I don't know. I think I worry about the Jaguars like always because I don't think they had a good draft. There's a lot of teams. It's just like there's no wonder why you're always like worried. Like, okay, the Lions had the second pick in the draft and they did it right and they got Aiden Hutchinson. What do you think? Like I wasn't happy with it. Um, it's always the same teams, really. The Cardinals were picking weird. Um, the Texans, like, I don't know, like these teams that really traded around a lot were kind of weird. Denver, like, I don't know what they were doing. Seattle as well, they have a weird draft strategy. Pete, I'm sorry, dude. I don't know. You always confuse me, but then you always kind of pull it off. At least ever since he's been there, Seattle's always won at least 7 games a year, and that's what the standard that I hold New Orleans at. 7 games a year that you win. Yeah, I don't know. It was really interesting. I listened to most of it on the radio. Because for whatever reason, I live near LAX, so I can't get fucking ABC, dude. So I listened to it on the radio, like I'm all old school and drunk and stupid, you know. But it was fun. But I'm really excited to see what the Saints do forward. They signed Tyrann Mathieu after the draft. I think this is sign like Jarvis Landry, and we'll be fine. It's just yeah, you have to find the performers, right? The guys that really want to be there. So that was a draft for me. We'll see how it plays out. Cheers.